Hello and welcome to iTeach. Today we would not be doing a regular tutorial video. Instead, today we would be talking about ArchMerge. What is ArchMerge? Let's have a look first of all. ArchMerge is basically the sixth version to the ArchLabs Linux distro, which is basically an ArchLab based distro which was inspired by BunsenLabs, as the page says. And basically the latest version of ArchLabs available right now is R2D2, and I've been using R2D2 previously and I really like R2D2 and what it gives us. Basically R2D2 ArchLabs was giving us two desktop environment. One was the openbox window manager and the other one was the i3 window manager, but now with the ArchMerge we are basically getting three desktop environments. That is basically XFCE4, as we can see over here, then the openbox, and finally the advanced window manager i3. Now ArchLabs has to be released 4 days, 14 hours, 17 minutes and 27, and I really like how the clock works over here from the time that is right now. And as of now I'm using the beta version of ArchMerge, which is still called as the version 5.9.0, which is running the 4.12.13 Arch kernels. And you can see I've been using the system from past 2 hours and I've done some done some tweaks in it to make the system look the way it looks. When you install it out of the box, it basically the plank is somewhere this side and the XFCE menu or the taskbar is basically down, and I've tweaked it. And then there's a very ArchLabs have a very simple wallpaper, so that is. And first things first, installing ArchMerge is not very difficult. It comes up with an installer. If you install Manjaro, if you installed Ubuntu, if you install any of the Linux that comes with installer, it won't be very difficult task for you to install that. Once you install that, you would be welcomed with a screen that would lead you to XFCE4, and you can log out of XFCE4 and you can log into openbox or the i3 environment, whichever you like the best. And from the previous versions of R2D2, where you have to manually insert menu in the openbox, so now there's a script based openbox. For example, there could be an auto menu generation. Now, what to talk about ArchMerge? If you want to have much more closer look, you can watch this teaser that is basically talking about the 1st October, the day when ArchMerge will be available for public. And then there is some, and I would prefer, if you like this distro, then please donate to my friend, to the person I know who made this, Eric Dubious, and your donation would be very important because it will help him further to make this distro look and make this distro even better. And then moving forward, this would be the download page where you can easily download the distro, but as of now this page is not available because the releasing date would be around 1st of October, so still there are 4 days. And yeah, it says we recommend you to use ArchMerge on SSD as the only operating system, and it will take under 10 minutes. And I'm pretty sure when I'm installing it on my computer with the SSD over here, it took me only 7 minutes to install this and up and running with everything, so no problem with that. And then this is a forum, obviously, as this is developing into something new, and this is a forum. ArchLabs Linux does not have this kind of forum instead, but ArchMerge has this one, and this has a very great look and feel. If you have been to an Arch forum, Arch Linux official forum, it has very similar look and feel to it, so it looks very familiar. Although the forum is not populated right, because obviously the Linux has not released yet, so obviously it's not that populated, but I hope that the day it got released, it will start getting populated. And I've seen some people who are waiting for this, that they've introduced themselves over here, that they are waiting for this. So I hope that people who like this distro, once they watch the video, they would also start to enroll themselves. So this is a great thing about the forum. Then the thing I like, obviously, after everything, is basically this, that you have a terminal, and this terminal is also themed for ArchMerge. This is termite, and this is basically themed to look this way, and there are themes available for this terminal. Either it's available in your config file over here. If you can see, I've just did that previously. Yeah, so these are themes that are available. If you see CD, these are all themes. If you go into this folder, you can go into themes, and then you can see there are a lot of themes available. If you don't like this theme, you can choose any of the themes from over here and do that thing, paste that theme, and you can have that theme with this terminal. Now the next thing that I like about this distro is that if everybody who uses Arch is familiar with Arch user repository, and some people prefer the package build way, but some people prefer to use a Pacman type of UI what's helper for R, and this provides you with two helpers. One is the YAWArt that I like, and the second word is the one I prefer as PackOR. So if you are an R enthusiast and you want to do that, you can do that. Then it also comes up with a package manager. If you want to use that package manager, you can use the package manager. This package manager is similar to, if you have used Entergos, they have similar kind of package manager over there too. So this is one you can use that. It comes with a lot of things. Okay, now another thing is the presence of this tool, basically called Variety, and this tool enable you to have numerous wallpaper, and it has even an option where you can change the wallpaper after every 5 minutes. Okay, and these are all the locations from where you can find that different wallpapers. And then you can even have effects on these wallpapers. You can put codes, appearance, and placements, clock, and everything. And then comes in another thing, that is Conky. And if you're a Linux enthusiast, and you will be very familiar with what Conky is, and basically it comes up with a lot of pre-defined conkeys. So if you want to use them, you can use them. For example, I like this conky, and if I click OK over here, it will take a time and it will boot the conky, and you can see that conky comes out. Originally this conky would be present over here, but as I told you, that I've been using the system, checking it and playing with it, so I have moved this location to somewhere over here, and it's basically telling me that my system is up. Now you can decide that if you're familiar with conky, you know what conky does. It can give you, and then there are other options in conky. For example, if I want this conky, I can place it over here. This conky is basically giving you the shortcuts if you want to use with openbox environment and you don't remember the shortcut. Then these are the menus. Says super plus space gives you menu, but it won't give you over here because this is not the openbox environment. This is the XFCE. And similarly, there are you can find a conky present in the i3 environment if you like i3, so you can use that. So as of now, and then there is an ArchMerge hello over here. If you click over here, it will automatically open you to this page that I have already on ArchMerge, and this is basically telling me the additions that need to know. These are how fonts. There are something you can install. For example, there's Packer is also available over here as an Arch installer. So Packer is also available, so you can install that Packer Conky Lua, and you can fix some there are ways if you want to do. They are telling you how to first customize icons. If you want to have hard-coded icon removed, how you would do that. And then there is what is termite and how you can change the configuration. That is also telling you XFCE4. Then there is a tint openbox explaining you that there are 43 tint 2 themes you can choose from. There are 25 themes for openbox you can choose from. Then there is the i3, and it's telling you that where the i3 config lies, basically lies in .config/i3, and this is the basic part because i3 is everything for config. So if you don't know where the i3 config is, so this is basically the heart and brains of your system, as this says. So moving forward, this is, I already told you, that's basically started from ArchLab D2 R2D2, and R2D2 did not have an XFCE4 environment, rather it just have openbox and i3 WM. So now it basically have an XFCE4. And if you are a Linux enthusiast who wants to learn about Linux, understand how Linux works, And I would prefer you that you install this distro because it's very easy to install. You would have an Arch and all the advantages of Arch. Then you would be having a desktop environment to use like this one, that is the XFCE4. And finally, if you get tired of XFCE4 and you can move towards the openbox environment, and finally if you have complete hands-on on a Windows manager, then you can move towards the i3 window manager. And once you move on to the i3 window manager, I am pretty sure that you would not like any other desktop environment better than what i3 gives you. I may be making some tutorial videos on i3 and openbox, but as of now, because this is not a tutorial, this is just an introduction to ArchMerge, so I would not be making. And I hope you like the content and I hope you like the distro. So please share about this distro to your friends who are searching and are continuously distro hopping. This may end their distro hopping. And also like this video, share the content and subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching iTeach.